What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Azalea Park neighborhood of Orlando. We're going to give you a drive around of this neighborhood to see what the area looks like. We are doing a side view, and it is very windy today, so you will deal with some wind noise on this video. It's going to be unavoidable that we're going to get wind noise. So I'll try to talk as loud as I can. Keep in mind, if at some point the wind noise gets to be too bad, you can always just drop the volume on the video and watch the video. This is on the east side of Orlando, and it's not far from downtown. Now, I'm not sure if this is a neighborhood or if it's like its own city. Orlando's city limits are kind of all over the place. It's a weird place when it comes to city limits. If you notice, there's a bougainvillea plant right there. Very, very uncomfortable plant. Most of our videos are in South Florida. You'll see the vegetation here is a little bit different. You'll notice right there's a loquat tree. So this is kind of a more, it's not as tropical as our South Florida videos, where you start seeing a lot of the palm trees. This is more, a little bit more subtropical than tropical, compared to some of our other videos. Azalea Park has some older houses, older neighborhoods, and not everything is as well kept. It's a little bit more rundown. And again, when we do these side view videos, you'll a lot of times get a little bit of a wind noise as we're passing by, especially on a windy day like today. You can see those metal bars on the windows there. That's usually not a good sign. Lawns are not perfectly kept. It's an older neighborhood, so it's not like these are brand new houses, so it's not going to be perfect. There's a mango tree behind that house, and I think with the cold weather we're going to have tomorrow, you're going to end up losing a lot. A lot of those mango trees aren't going to make it. So people do try to grow mango trees in Orlando, but not every year is going to be a success, especially a year like this one, where the weather takes a turn for the cold.
Unless you can figure out how to wrap it, it's not going to happen.
Yeah, in this neighborhood it's kind of hit or miss. You'll get a lot of areas where the houses look really nice. Like there's little stretches, like this little street right here, there's some big oak trees. The yards were a little bit bigger. So they're like little stretches like this where like they look a little bit nicer. And then you got some stretches where they're older houses and the street doesn't have any curves. It's just a flat drive, and then like they're blocks, kind of like a grid pattern, and those are usually going to look a little bit crappier. So it's kind of like a hit or miss type of neighborhood with some streets being a little bit bigger, nicer. And Orlando is a contrast neighborhood city. It means like you can have a bad area on one side of the road, and across the street they're like two mango trees there. No flowers on them, so they're not grafted. You still got palm trees here, but you don't see as many Royal Cuban palm trees. You don't see as many of the more tropical plants like you do in Naples or Sarasota. So it's a little bit more tropical than Jacksonville. But you start to see a lot less tropical plants, especially that Orlando is kind of an inland city. Excuse me. There's a lot of these drive like your kids live here. And in fact, there's a kid on the road by himself, very young kid, nobody around, and he's just, why isn't there anybody around? The kid's like 3 years old. There's like no adults around. He's on the road. No adult supervision, just running around by himself. Unbelievable. All it takes is one stupid teenager, in a Honda Civic, thinks it's a Ferrari. But, I don't get it. These are queen palm trees. If you're buying a property in Florida, I hate queen palm trees. The maintenance on queen palm trees is some of the worst of any plant you could ever put on your property. I've actually cut down, we had a house in Naples, And I was glad that I was able to clean those, cut them down and just be done with them. Queen palm trees are the absolutely the most. I hate those plants. They produce so much garbage. Look at that palm tree. I don't know what it's called. It looks pretty. They produce so much garbage. I can't stand queen palm trees. And queen palm trees will grow a little bit further north. Look at that for real. And it's a 786 number, so they're going to want a lot of money for it. I wonder what it would have cost to rent out here, though. If you live in this neighborhood as of 2022, what does it cost to rent one of these little houses? Like this little house right here. Probably a 2-bedroom, 2-bath. What would it cost to rent that in this area? Rough estimate. Give me an idea if you live here. In 2022, if you've been there for 20 years and you know the landlord and you're renting it for $1,200 because, whatever. What's it actually cost? Alright. More queen palm trees. Oh, there's a coconut tree right there. That's what's up. So, people do try to pull off the coconuts and the mangoes and all the other more tropical type of stuff. They try to pull it off. But like this here, with this cold snap we're having, temperatures reaching the 30s. It's not likely. Wind chills in the 20s. There's no chance that the flowers will just burn off the tree in the cold weather. And if there's a flower or two in the interior of the mango tree, like here's a big mango tree right here. Notice I have metal bars on the windows here. But you see that mango tree right behind that house? You can see the yellow flowers behind it. Just hear a chicken crowing. Let me let this car pass. I just heard a chicken crowing. But that mango tree we just passed, if it's got flowers on the interior of the plant that are shielded by the the leaves on the outside, they could have 5 or 6 mangoes in the center of the plant. But the ones 95% of the flowers are on the outside, so that they can get pollinated. Is that an old window, like old antique window? Does not gonna make it on a cold snap like that. So it's like you could try. There's a Cuban flag in front of that house. They got an American flag and they got a Cuban flag. Here's some bougainvilleas, which I absolutely hate. A baby blue house, very neat. Neighborhood's got some characteristic to it. It's a very interesting neighborhood.
Lips hurt today?
No, but we gotta stay on top of that. Let's not try to be too stupid about we gotta wear the. So I'm gonna put it on right
I'm wearing it right now.
Look at the size of this loquat tree. Lots of loquat towers. Yeah. I can't believe we're burning garbage in the city on a windy day. That is so dumb. On a day this windy, to be burning landscaping debris within the city limits. Now I'll put on this stuff because my lips have been cracking. Yeah. It's kind of an older neighborhood. What's it cost? Can you look up what a home would cost in this neighborhood? There's a giant Georgia Bulldog flag for some reason. I think it's Georgia Bulldogs. Airboat right there. In Cuba, you era. Imagine somebody's moving to this neighborhood.
It looks like a 1-bedroom, 1-bath, 500 square foot home.
Tiny little one.
On a 0.37 acre lot.
Uh-huh.
We'll get you $179.
So you can buy a small one here for less than $200.
And then regular size ones in the mid 200s.
Mid 200s. Okay, so mid 200s, 260s, 270s. Okay, so this is a neighborhood in the 200,000s, and it doesn't look bad. Now, it's not a perfect neighborhood. I mean, some people have metal bars on the windows. It's definitely not for decoration. I'll tell you that much. So these like about 240 in this range. Like this one's got 2 window shakers, so it doesn't have central air. It's kind of got plywood on the windows here. So, this neighborhood doesn't look perfect, but it doesn't look like a nightmare situation type of neighborhood, you know. Look at this house. This is neat. Look at all these ferns and bromeliads and everything. This is beautiful. Beautiful home. I love the bromeliads. So this is not like a nightmare situation type of neighborhood where your neighbors are, you know, slanging or whatever. But it's definitely not. You know, you might have porch pirates. You might have, who knows? Who knows what type of situation you could have. It's not a perfect neighborhood. I can tell you, you know, there's going to be little situations here and there, but it's not going to be horrendous. It's not going to be a nightmare situation. So, you know, kind of lower to middle neighborhood. You know, people have, I haven't seen anything as far as decrepit like conditions, but some people are fixing a car in their front yard. They might leave a few beer cans out in the, you know, by the porch or whatever. It's nothing horrible, but it's definitely not an HOA community, so it's kind of, you know, in the middle. But just because it looks pretty doesn't mean there's no crime concerns here. There's definitely going to be some type of there's definitely going to be some type of crime concern in a community like this.
Don't let palm trees fool you.
Don't let the palm trees fool you. I've always said that. And in this neighborhood, don't let the loquats fool you. There's not that
We should
many.
make some gear. A
Like-
shirt that says "Don't let the palm trees fool you."
Yeah, the thing about the gear off of YouTube, it's really garbage. That the Teespring company, I don't want to sell a shirt and after you wash it 3 times, it's faded.
Yeah.
That's not cool.
No.
It's really bad quality.
We should do gear, but we gotta do it privately.
Yeah. Like just make it on a what's this thing called?
Reserve basis.
Oh yeah, we can go to the t-shirt company, the Everglades company.
Mm-hmm.
See these people, they got 5 mango trees right there. Lots of Honda Civics. So I'm gonna guess there's a lot of Puerto Ricans in here. Cubans and Puerto Ricans.
Create a website.
No. We're going to Everglades Teacher Company,
Yeah.
and it might cost us like $12 a t-shirt, but then we can sell them for $20, and we won't make money off it, but at least we can get like 20 t-shirts out there, you know, the advertising shit on Naples. Or crap, we could give them away. Grab $400 and buy like 50 t-shirts or whatever. If we can get them down to like $7 or $8 a piece, and just give them to people in Naples. Go to the beach and start handing them to people. Alright guys, so that is the Azalea Park neighborhood of the Orlando area. We're going to park real quick so we can mess around with our uploads and videos, and then it'll be time for us to go. Looks about normal, doesn't look bad. It's got good characteristics. Not bad at all. These apartments over here look kind of hood looking. Almost hood, not bad hood, but like, you know, colorful, whatever. Pink one, brown one, whatever. Check it out, y'all. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe. Check it out from Azalea Park, Orlando.